Calculate the initial concentrations of the reactants. The container is an evacuated, rigid 10.0 liters vessel. The initial amounts of reactants are 1.0 moles of X and 1.0 moles of Q. Using the molarity formula, M equals N over V, X0 is equal to 1.0 moles over 10.0 liters equals 0.10 molar. Q0 is equal to 1.0 moles over 10.0 liters equals 0.10 molar. R0 equals 0 is equal to 0 molar. Analyze the equilibrium constant. Kc, the equilibrium constant, is Kc equals 1.3 times 10 to the power 5 at 50 degrees Celsius. A very large equilibrium constant, KCGG1, indicates that the forward reaction is highly thermodynamically favorable and will proceed almost to completion. Identify the limiting reactant. According to the balanced chemical equation, X plus 2Q is in equilibrium with R plus Z. Quad. The stoichiometric ratio requires 2 moles of Q to completely react with 1 mole of X. Since we only have 1.0 mole of each reactant, Q is the limiting reactant because completely consuming 1.0 moles of X would require 2.0 moles of Q. Estimate the equilibrium concentrations using stoichiometry. Let the change in concentration of the products be plus X. The ICE table can be set up as 10Q equals 0.10, X, Q equals 0.10, 2X, R, EQ equals XZ. EQ equals X. Since the reaction goes nearly to completion, the limiting reactant Q is almost entirely consumed, 0.10. 2X approximately 0, therefore 2X approximately 0.10, therefore X approximately 0.050 molar. Substitute X approximately 0.050 molar back to estimate the equilibrium concentrations. R, EQ approximately 0.050 molar, Z, EQ approximately 0.050 molar, X, EQ approximately 0.10 minus 0.050 is equal to 0.050 molar, Q, EQ approximately 0 molar. A very small, non-zero concentration remains due to equilibrium. Compare the final concentrations. Because both R and Z are produced in a 1-to-1 stoichiometric ratio starting from 0 molar, their concentrations must be exactly equal at equilibrium. R equals Z, approximately 0.050 molar. The concentration of the limiting reactant Q is nearly 0 molar. Therefore, R equals Z greater than Q, which perfectly matches option C. The correct answer is option C. R equals Z greater than Q.